episode of Striking with Fire.
Yeah, baby. We're here.
It's good, ladies and gentlemen.
We got a special guest today for you guys.
One of our good friends, Billy.
What
Come
up?
on, man.
Welcome to the show, Billy.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you for coming, man.
Yes, sir.
It's about time.
By the time we had a special guest,
Right.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
change
I mean-
up the flavor a little bit.
I mean,
Fuck,
we've been
man.
doing this for what, a year now, you know?
Yeah.
Almost a damn year, man. Since like June. Yeah, like June, July, yeah.
Doesn't even
Somewhere
feel
around
like
there.
a year.
Time goes by,
I feel
bro.
like we've only been doing it for a couple months.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like having a lifetime friend come along.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Feels good.
Let's talk about Hodgetwins and Fresh and Fit, man.
Oh, yeah. You watched it, right?
Yeah, I sent you last night. You watched it, right? It was
Yeah,
a decent
yeah.
show. It was like
Yeah.
a couple hour show. It was funny as
First
shit.
30 minutes was all like background.
Them dudes are funny as shit, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's his name? They were telling him that they were 50 years old because they're twins. Hodgetwins, they're like, so Hodgetwins, they had a fitness channel when they first started out. And
Right.
then they went into more like political, I
Mhm.
guess. You know, they got like 3 or 4 different YouTube channels.
Yeah, they started out like comedy, like satire. I remember watching their stuff like when I was in high school.
Yeah.
You know? And it was just
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
That
And
was
now they got into like MAGA and Trump and all that fun stuff.
Hell
so,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, they said they started off as Democrats, but then eventually they wanted to
Flip, right?
What, they seen the light or something?
Yeah, because they looked at both sides and they were Republican and they didn't want to come out because they lost a lot of followers when they came out as Republicans.
Yeah, first.
But they
yeah.
also gained many more. You know, so that's kind of how that shit works.
Well, I mean,
a bit.
like when Trump was started running, like, you know, he lost, like, a lot of people would be like, oh, now I just hate this dude. I want to see his billion just spit on it. Like, you know, I hate him now. But he gained a lot of business and this and that, and it worked out.
Now even some of the Dems want him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
after seeing-
Look at that.
after
That
seeing
says,
Biden?
that says a lot.
What, Trump?
Yeah, because,
Hell
like,
yeah.
Yeah, even some
Look,
of the Dems.
you know, they couldn't stop talking about him in the fucking news and everything. But then as soon as it gets out, they're like, oh, man, we miss you. Like, people don't know what they have until it's gone, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
they
the
love
problem.
Trump.
You know? And now he's going to win this year. No doubt about it, man.
Well, Sleepy Joe's on his deathbed. So.
Fucking Sleepy Joe.
God, bro, he's like, what, 82?
Is he?
He
He's
belongs
up
in a
there.
retirement home.
His mind's 102. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. You can't even find a podium no more. He walks right past you. He walks around looking. Joe, back here. It's over here.
Man, we got to get
like
demonetized.
he's like a fucking like a Roomba. You're like, all right, Joe, over here.
All those fucking robotic vacuum things. Fuck
Oh
that.
yeah, election year. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to push politics on YouTube and all the platforms, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Gosh, man. You know, Democrats, they don't want to play fair, man. We can't play fair either. Then you know that's the thing. You
Yeah,
want to
fuck
fight
that.
fire with fire? We'll fight fire with fire.
That's the thing about
Have to.
that's the thing about Washington.
Be a little
though.
bit dirty.
Nothing's fair. Nothing's fair.
Exactly.
Politicians.
Absolutely, bro.
Everyone's crooked.
You are fake news.
Fake news.
Fucking news, brother.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why I love the guys like the Hodgetwins because they keep pushing this message, man. They got a good following. They got like all the channels. They got like 2 million, 3 million subscribers on all of them, and they still go on there and start talking, talking shit and this and that, you know. But Fresh and Fit too, I like them too, man, because like they got like what 1.5 million subscribers, and they're pushing that they're pushing this message about trying to help men out here that are just struggling with women, this and that,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, kind of what we do.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to wake guys up, wake guys up in every way, in politics, women, everything,
Yeah,
People are
how about
struggling.
this? How about this topic right now? Would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a stranger? That's a man.
Okay.
Did you guys hear about that?
No, I never heard about that.
So there's this thing going around right now, and I see it on Facebook. Women started this little movement,
Okay.
and it's: would you rather be in the woods with a bear, just her and the bear,
Okay.
or would you rather be stranded in the woods with you and another person, a guy you've never met?
Oh, let me guess. All the women said a bear.
They all are saying the bear. Yeah,
Why the bear though?
Shocker.
because they feel safer with the bear, who's probably hungry and
the
sees
bear
a
is,
fucking snack.
dude, the fucking bear is a predator. It's like, what the?
Yeah, well, their argument is so are the men,
Ah, okay, that's what they're trying.
and,
That's,
and,
that's the
and the
message.
problem is
Some men are predators.
that's their argument. Yeah,
Uh,
but you know what? That can go back to how do you raise your kids?
It all comes from the parents. I feel like
It does. It absolutely does.
So you're saying that men are betas and simps because they're parents? It stems from parents?
Well, yes, because there is no guidance when they're like being raised. I feel
There's this thing I just saw maybe a night or two ago, and it was this guy, and I'd give credit if I knew, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling these two chicks, like, hey, the difference between men and women is that men love more authentic than women. Women are in love with love. They're in love with the process, and they just want to fill that spot with somebody to keep the process moving. Whereas us guys, we're not taught how to love when we're young, growing up.
oh no,
You
fuck
know,
that.
like for me, I just saw how my dad did it, and his idea was, you go to work, provide for the family, and you're there for them when you're home, right? He would work 12, 16-hour days like I'm doing now,
Right.
And so when you're younger, as a kid, it's like, man, why isn't dad home? I want to go out and do stuff with him.
Yeah.
But now that I'm older, I realize, hey,
It's because he's taking care of all y'all motherfuckers.
yeah, he was taking care of the family the best way he could,
That's
and you can't blame him, So, like, when we find out we're in love, us men,
Okay.
it's not like, oh, that's great, awesome, what a great feeling. Which it is a great feeling. I've been there.
But you don't fake it
Right.
like women do.
But our reaction is more so, fuck, dude, I love this bitch, like,
Yeah.
it's where as women, it's all, musical and very
Fairy tale.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
why
fairy
after
tale.
after they get married, they kind of get off the high.
Yeah, it's
It's like that process they build up. Oh, when are we gonna have kids? When are we gonna get married? When are we gonna do this? And then after that, it's like you get to marry. You're at the peak. You're married.
and then
Her high just wears off.
exactly. It's the build up for them.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, all the maintenance, if you will,
Right.
is like, yeah, I'm starting to lose interest.
That's
See
why
ya.
girls start cheating because, like, all right, like, he just not showing who he used to be. Like, the girl was attracted to him from how she initially met him. And if you change up as a man, it's like you're not the same person you were that she was attracted to.
Exactly.
And then that's why girls eventually lose interest in you, and they find another guy that can give her that same spark, like
To
you,
fill
like
that
you did when you
emptiness,
used to,
right?
that you
Exactly.
used to, you know.
It's a void.
Women
Right.
always be trying to fill a void.
Honestly,
they have
I don't
a void.
think, man. I think it's controversial. I don't think you should, if you can go without, man, fucking even living with a chick, man, like. That'll keep you in check and her in check, because she'd be fucking missing you, and like, the time and the separation helps keep things interesting. I think.
It kept me in check, but it also, picking your partner is first and foremost the most important part of the whole process.
I
right?
agree.
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
If you pick the wrong partner,
You're fucked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
There are-
say okay. I wouldn't say. Hold on. I wouldn't say fucked.
In a way,
But
yes.
depending
because
on who it is, yeah.
that partner can either add to your life or subtract
right.
from it.
But if you pick the
Your
wrong one,
mental
you're
stability.
He's talking about the wrong one,
Yeah.
genius.
And let's
well,
talk about
I'm
this.
saying in general, you pick the right partner, the good partner for you. They can add to that.
Sure.
They can be the bonus to your life.
Of course.
But
Now,
as Billy's saying,
the
it's a little
thing
bit
that-
different.
the thing that really becomes an issue, and you don't realize it till later, like after you're all done, you're broken up, and you look back at it. When did your partner become your adversary? Right. I mean, that's, and I hate to put it that way, but
Like frenemies or something.
Can we get a
not
thesaurus?
not even a friend.
No.
Just straight up
enemy?
using you for what they can take out of you, and then when they suck you up dry,
Oh
they
man.
just kick you out.
Like
Yeah,
literally,
start
or,
over
Right, not,
again.
not in the good way. Yeah.
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 Like in the bad
So
way, suck you dry.
that's a more common practice I've found these days. Since my divorce and dating again, you grow up and you start to see, you grow up more of a person as a grown man, and you start to see, all the negative qualities and things that happen to you through going through the process, like. I was with my ex-wife for almost 7 years. We were married for 1,
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
Just 1 year out of the 7 years.
Yeah, well, I proposed to her, and then COVID happened, and then so that
Okay, delayed
postponed it,
some stuff,
right?
Yeah.
But so I'd say the last year that we were together as a couple, we were married for it, right?
Mm.
You know, everything just kind of went
Downhill.
you know. And
Was it? Let me ask. Was it still exciting to you?
yeah, to a point. Excuse me. Like, I didn't mind going to work every day, providing for the kids and the family and the house that, you know, I got. And I had everything I could ever want and could ever want to give to somebody. You know, and that takes hard work. She worked too. You know, she did what she could for the kids. But
What do you think it is that makes her like just lose interest that quick in the year and just say, "Fuck it, let's just end it"?
no, it doesn't happen in a year.
Or
It
a
takes
couple,
time.
several years.
It's
I feel like
it's a plotted process.
right.
Either from the beginning or a little after. And it takes time to build up
Exactly.
to what happened. You know, it's women are smart.
Very
yeah.
smart.
They are
Either
smart.
they're really smart, or us men are just
They're
really fucking stupid.
And
I think
honestly,
a little bit of both. Hey,
Fucking intelligent.
We're-
Well, I mean,
let me tell you.
they find the mental, yeah. You know?
we're stupid until we realize what happened to us. And then we know, okay, I'm not doing that
Until
again.
it's too late,
until
though.
Until it's too late.
you learn
Yeah.
it. But you have to want to learn
But here's the thing,
from
though.
your mistakes.
Women give you signals. Some guys don't catch those things.
See, that's also the issue. You are right,
Right,
Fatty.
right,
That's
yeah.
a good point.
Yeah.
Women
There
do
are
give
there's
signals, yeah.
signs. There's so many signs. I can name 5 right off the bat that
Right.
a woman's cheating on you, or she's just talking to someone else simply. And tons of men in today, especially today's society, will not realize that, like, oh my gosh, why did she cheat on me? What the? But you could have saw that from fucking 10 miles away if you knew some of the damn signs that she was
Right.
cheating or talking to someone else, man.
That leads into accountability. And not even as a woman or a man, just as a grown fucking person. You don't want to take accountability for hurting somebody else, but at the same time, you make the conscious decision that, hey, I know what I'm doing is going to hurt that person, and I'm going to keep doing it. People think, oh, they just made mistakes, and no, it's not a mistake.
No, cheating is well, I mean, there's a difference between when it comes to men and women cheating. Like I said, with men, I think it's already premeditated.
It is for women too.
Some
To
of
a
it-
point.
Yes, you are right, but to a point. It's a lot of emotional. Women are emotional.
Very,
Very,
very.
very emotional. So they see an ex, they're like, man, I would never cheat on you. They go see their ex. They're like, oh, all of a sudden, wow, a little touchy-feely. All
All
those
those
old
memories
feelings
coming
go
back.
back. Yeah.
I remember how
Oh.
you used to throw it down.
Yeah. I remember I used to throw that dick right inside, and then all of a sudden, that's what it is. They're piping down.
Right, he don't have to watch Pornhub anymore. No, he can get back to laying down some
But
pipe
I
finally.
think with men, it's like, you look at a girl and be like, yeah, I'd definitely cheat on her.
That's fucked up.
Some guys, yeah. I mean,
If
know,
you didn't want to be with that girl, and if you're kind of scummy too, in a way.
men and women got problems with each of their own. But,
Of course.
but what I've noticed in recent years is that us as men, as like a society, we're not tolerating bullshit from them anymore. The games.
So you feel like the recent years, guys are starting to fight back and say, "Fuck this! Like we ain't tolerating this bullshit anymore."
Yeah, because I can say that about myself.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's a good thing, though.
I've been trying to date, since post-divorce, and it was a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It brought me to probably lower than
Damn.
where I was.
Can you
when my
speak on that a
divorce
little
happened.
bit more? Like,
Yeah.
Like, why does it make them
Yeah.
lower? Like,
Yeah,
you trying-
like where
what you trying to
they-
ask?
There were
like-
low points in my life, but then dating after my divorce, I went even lower. I went below.
Oh.
I went below the dirt, right?
Mm.
And because you like to think that people, got good hearts, right?
Sure.
People just aren't going to be cruel just to be cruel.
right.
But then reality slaps you in the face, and it's like there's some shitty fucking people out there, and that's not to say that me personally speaking, I'm not perfect, I got my flaws. We all do, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Of
Nobody
course.
is perfect, Billy.
But there's some you can tolerate some things, or you can learn about some things and then get better at it. you know, because nothing happens overnight. You know, it's like you were talking about cheating. Like, okay, let's say you're a guy and you end up cheating, and then the next day you're like, why did I do that? You know, I'm never gonna do that again. And you can flip that and say the same about a female. You know, it's just it's about people.
So what do you think it is? People don't have the mental capacity to want to change, or they just don't feel like it?
When people get comfortable where they are, why would you want to change, right?
Right. You just want to
Right,
stay where
right.
you're at.
Yeah, because you get the highs.
That's the thing. Why would you not want to change for the
No,
better?
'cause it feels good.
Yeah,
It's so deep in the human brain. Like, okay, like for so many hundreds of thousands of years, we've been trying to hunt and gather, and then at night they get the comfortability to lay down behind the fire and relax. So in modern day society, we got a house and this and that, and you can sit back and too much. You know, it's like okay, eating fatty food. You're just gonna keep eating until you just blow up and fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like
'cause you like it.
right?
But in order to advance
the brain's a bit-
society, you have to.
So you have to tell yourself, all right, I have to get past my own instincts and look pat and keep striving. It's hard because your instincts are telling you, all right, you got this house, relax, be complacent, and chill and everything. But
Well, you got to push yourself.
but no, you have to be able to fight past your own
Right.
instincts, and it's hard.
When
But
you
you have to
become-
know that.
when you become complacent, that's when things start to crumble and fall apart.
Absolutely, especially for a dude. Because if a dude's sitting around and he's not doing nothing, he's gonna feel depressed, shitty. Yeah, no shit. Because your instincts are telling you, look, you're not doing nothing. Go out there and do something with your life.
Right. Like,
You know.
here's a good example of that. You know, when you get with a girl, right, and you end up marrying her, yeah, you having kids, you have the family, you know, you get a dog and a house, a pool, whatever, you know,
right,
everything
right.
you could ever want.
And you're happy while you're going to work trying to get that. You know.
Right. But here's a question that my dad actually brought up to me a few years ago. And it was, well, not more so a question, more so like a piece of advice, right? And it's like, you should be her husband before you become the mother of her kids.
Interesting.
And
That's
that
deep.
really resonates with me because, you know, with my experience, we were dating, we had our son, and then, you know, a few years later we had our daughter, right? So I kind of did the process backwards. Okay, like I got with her, I got the kids, got the house,
Then the last thing was the marriage.
and then I'm like, you know what? I love this chick. I'm not gonna go anywhere. You know, I started this life. You know, I'm responsible for people now. Why would I want to go anywhere? Will you marry me? Great. Yeah, cool, sure. But you know, I see friends, and you know, family members of mine that, you know, I tell them the same thing. I go, hey, you know, it's great that you guys are going well, but before you take these next steps, ask yourself this: have you been her man, her fiance, her boyfriend, before you want to become the father of her kids? And I say her kids because, I mean, let's be honest, that's how it's viewed legally and societal wise.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I wouldn't change what happened with me, but that is a question that I look back to and I'm like, yo, would things be different?
So you wouldn't change nothing. You would keep it as is, or just to learn. Because honestly, sometimes when you go through hard things, I prefer it because I learn now. Because if you don't go through it now, you're gonna go through it eventually.
Right,
And
eventually,
you're gonna have to learn whether you're fucking 20 or 30. It's gonna happen.
That's
Rather
why-
do it now.
So
Like,
you might as well. Right. Exactly. That's kind of my point.
I wouldn't change anything because of who I am and where I am now.
Right now, right,
today.
exactly.
And well, let's be honest. The obvious point here is you can't change anything. You can't go back.
It's like
so. What's
it's
the
like
point
it's like
of
a
wanting
quarterback
to?
throwing an interception. There's no turning back.
Well,
You gotta
Right.
keep moving forward.
Go to the next drive.
Let me
See
ask
what
you
you can
this.
do now.
Right.
Does it make you stronger?
I'd say it absolutely has. Yeah, because looking back at it, I mean, I'm glad none of you guys saw, you know, who I was or where I was. You know,
Yeah.
even a year ago, you know,
Yeah.
I was a mess. I mean, it's like I said, the
It's how you
lowest-
get back up.
exactly, and I got back up, crawling and clawing my way up on my own, and that was my own choice.
Yeah.
Us as men, we you know, At least for me, I don't want to burden other people with what I got going on, because people have things going on in their own lives, right?
Absolutely.
But you got to remember that you can always reach out for help in any sort of capacity from people that are close to you, whether they're friends or family.
Yeah,
Reach
please.
out.
I feel like the worst people are the ones that bottle up inside and don't ask for no help at all, and they just let it build and build, and then one day it's gonna shoot out somewhere.
That was me, twice.
Okay.
Twice.
Yeah, I feel like men's mental health is not talked about enough, and especially in today's society.
It's treated like women's mental health, and women and men have a totally different psyche when it comes
Yeah,
to the mental
women.
health aspect. You know, it's how are you feeling today? What do you want to talk about? Why do you feel this way? Whereas with guys, as me as a father, I want to be able to be a provider and a problem solver. Okay, so if I have my own problems, I'm thinking to myself now, like, hey, what is the source of this problem? What are the steps in this problem that got me to where I am right now with this problem? Okay. Yeah, so instead of taking the whole thing on at once, you go step by step. Like, hey, I'm depressed. Well, okay. How can you fix that? Go to therapy. I highly recommend therapy. I did therapy
I do too.
For a while.
I did that too.
Yeah. I mean, I recommend everybody, even if you're not feeling down.
Get professional help.
Professional help. And you can get medicated too. Like meds are great, but they have side effects.
They do.
You have to look into those things, and not all doctors talk about the side effects of the meds.
Just here, take a pill and that's it.
Right, exactly.
I feel like it's been abused the past decade for sure. Because
absolutely,
when we were kids in the 2000s, there's medication, but nowadays it's like, all right, you something's wrong with you. You scratch your knee. All right, take some meds. That's
Xanax,
what I feel
Ativan.
is the message today.
there's a pill for everything.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like good and bad at the same time. It's like I feel like it's being abused nowadays. So I feel like if you really are going through something bad, I guess if it's like
right.
I feel like you should exhaust your options first before doing meds. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you should try to work on yourself mentally before you.
We're
go
not
to
doctors, but
something to alter your mind, I guess.
Yeah, but if you feel like you need medication, please go talk to a professional first.
Correct.
Please.
Yeah, don't
Absolutely.
We are
self-medicate.
not doctors. We are not giving any legal advice
No.
or anything
and not
like
street
that.
drugs.
But my advice is this: don't just go straight to it first. Exhaust your options. Try to work on yourself.
Like basically,
first.
I think what Isaac is saying is that, a guy feels a little bit sad. Here, go take some fucking pills.
Right. Don't do that.
They didn't even do anything else. Like
It's
they
as
didn't
easy
try
as that.
something first.
Yo,
Just,
and honestly,
I'm sad today. Here, dude.
yo,
Take off.
I
Dump
wanna-
all them pills down your throat.
I want to get
That's
back
it.
to get to another trend topic because the guys in Slipknot, Corey Taylor, he did a couple maybe months ago. He was in the car. He did a fucking video. He faced the camera to himself. And he was saying that, you're right. He was saying that how he's like, I'm not myself anymore. I'm depressed. I'm beat.
Man.
Like, I feel so down. Like, bro, you saw the way he looked, man. He looked exhausted. Just like,
Defeated, probably.
he looked defeated.
And it's crazy, right? Because no matter how successful you are, how much money you have, or how famous you are, we see it all the time. Famous people go through the same shit that we do as normal people,
Right.
right? And it's crazy to think, because how can how can things be so bad for you when you have all this money? People love you,
Yeah.
right? Like you can't just
Right.
just go fix your problems with a couple bucks,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, you
And that's just
money fixes most things.
It does, but not
fixes most
everything.
things.
It does. It's
the
a
way
tool.
the way I see it.
It's a tool.
It may not fix things, but it can bandage them up. So that problem's still gonna
Okay.
be there, right?
That's-
Like I
that
said,
one,
just
yeah.
because someone gets rich doesn't mean they stop human emotions.
Exactly.
Yes,
At the end of
those
the
other
day, we're all
people,
dudes,
yes,
you know?
they're human beings. They still feel, they still think. They're fucking humans. Yes, it doesn't mean that because you're rich it solves 100%, 1,000% of your issues, but it does solve a lot of them. I want
So
people
what-
to make get that very fucking clear. It solves a lot.
So what do you
of
do
things
with
in
the
your life.
problems that aren't solved?
That comes down to mental, or if it's your health, that comes down to taking care of yourself, looking from within.
So
There are some
you're
things you
saying-
have to look from within.
So you're saying that the hard stuff has to come from yourself. You gotta be willing to do it your damn self and fix it. Because if you're not willing to, guess what? It's going to be there still. And
Yep.
it's going to get worse and worse and worse until it's too late in one way or the other.
Damn, that's definitely true.
Man,
Right.
that's deep.
No, yeah, I mean, like, another guy, the Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park, man, like, he
R.I.P. by the
committed,
way.
yeah,
Yeah,
rest in
rest
peace. He
in
committed
peace.
suicide in
Peace.
2017.
Man, I miss that
And-
dude.
Yeah, he was going through it a lot, and no one, I guess, you can see the message in his lyrics, But
After he passed, you can look back at his songs. And
Yeah,
like, yo,
exactly.
He was calling for help.
Right.
But he channeled that negative energy into art.
Through music.
Right.
To music,
Yeah.
to get a message out. But at the end of the day, he couldn't save himself,
Right.
And that's just, I remember where I was
I
when
do
I heard
too.
the news when he passed.
Yeah.
Because us growing up, like Linkin Park is my favorite band.
Me too.
Of
Yep.
all time.
Oh,
Yep.
okay,
All time.
Okay.
Their music it rocks.
Their music is unbelievable.
Literally.
From start to finish. Some of their new stuff before Chester passed was maybe iffy, but still,
And that-
I enjoyed it. I liked it, and music is more than just noise. It's more than just soothing noise, right? It's
Yep.
about what's
It
the
speaks to
message.
you.
Exactly, it speaks to you, and that's something I found as I grew up was like listening to songs again, and it's like, holy shit. This hits deep. This resonates in me somehow. It becomes relatable, right?
I listen to music like more than an hour a day. I don't know if that's excessive or not, but I still do it.
I mean,
I live by myself.
I'm a
Well,
musician.
I have my dog, but I live by
I
myself.
live
Right.
I have my phone on my Spotify all day long when I'm home.
Right.
Just
I would do the
because-
same shit.
Yeah, because I don't have the TV on all day, whether I'm cooking or cleaning or just doing something, even sitting around. I got music on, or my podcasts, whatever.
I want to say a message to the crowd. So, I'm a musician. I play shows, this and that. And I recommend anybody to start playing an instrument because even scientists have shown that, like, when a musician is playing his instrument, like, they say, like, it's literally fireworks going on in his brain. Like, you go to a different... Listening to music is great, but when you play it, it's that much more, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
if you
And
play it
I
right.
experience that every time I play it.
Musician telling people to play music.
So,
That's weird.
Crazy.
so like,
It
listen-
sounds good though.
listening to music, like, yeah, it helps. Playing the music at home is great, but man, playing shows, it's like, it's just, I can't explain the feeling to people. You just have to do it. So I motivate anybody out there to go pick up an instrument and play it.
Yeah, if you're thinking about it, just go do it. You
Just
can
go do it.
You can YouTube everything, right?
Exactly, right. I was self-taught. I taught myself how to play guitar, keyboards, everything, bass, everything,
Like for you, it's playing the music. That's how you can channel
Right.
everything wrong in your life, and you can channel it into something positive and productive.
Keeps
Positive-
your mind busy.
Exactly. Keep
Right.
your mind busy.
Right, and the young
right?
kids, too. It'll keep you out of trouble. Like, you're at home just trying to learn this song or do this and that, and yeah,
Instead of going out, getting arrested, or doing
Right,
drugs, you go play the
exactly.
fucking guitar.
Right. Seriously.
Yeah.
Go take a class. Like, go take a music class. Go take a boxing class. Go, something, right?
Yeah, like so for you with music, it was me with, getting healthy again physically, and mentally comes along with that too. Right?
That's very important.
Like going to the gym and shit.
Yeah, going to the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, I did strongman. I had one competition, and I think there were like 30-something contestants out of it.
Wow.
I took second place.
That's
shit.
amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
This is a few
That's
years
what
ago.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Take notes, guys.
It was awesome, but
He even met Brian Shaw. I
I did.
Yeah.
I met Brian Shaw,
Eddie
and
Hall.
I didn't meet Eddie Hall. I wish. Oh my
Well,
god.
that was pretty cool.
Man, when he lifted that fucking 1,000, remember in 2016 he did that.
I
He
think
broke
it
the
was
record.
almost 1,200 pounds.
It was like,
I
yeah.
think.
Because I remember they were doing in kilograms, but man, I remember like you just see like the,
Kilograms.
dude, that guy, he literally
Kilos.
he would talk to doctors with how he can get 100% of the muscle fibers, and the guy was telling him like you'd have to like put in your mind, create in your mind like you lifting the car off your family
Oh
What
my.
the
to
fuck?
get there.
Yeah.
You know about this? Like, dude, because the average person has like what 50% muscle fibers available. Guys work out maybe 70%, but like in that scenario, split second, 100%.
Yeah, it's the muscle-mind connection. Your nervous system.
Damn.
Mind over
Like,
matter.
Huge role
muscle
in
mind
that.
connection. I like
Well,
that.
actually, muscle-mind connection.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which also, by the way, is very important for those of you that want to work out or just got into working out,
You can't
focus on doing that when you
Exactly.
first start.
You can't get your mind right if you don't get your body right, and everything will follow suit. I promise. I mean, it's
That's why, dude. I always get on people's asses, man, to work out.
Yeah,
What are
me
you
too.
trying to say over there, buddy?
Always go lift
you
some
called
fucking
yourself
weights.
out, did you?
Go do
I
some.
know.
Go do a little cardio. Get off your fat ass.
You just
Go
called
do
yourself out.
something.
It's a fucking dickhead.
quit being fat.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, if you
Start
want
gargling
girls,
fucking
if,
food.
hey, if you want women, just continue to be fat. Then women don't care nowadays.
Yeah, dad bods are all in, right?
I guess so.
That's what I'm going
I
for.
think it's bullshit, but I guess so, right?
It is
It ain't
bullshit.
Some women
Well,
think it's sexy.
That ain't no damn bullshit.
I figured it down to a science. This is my personal opinion, so take it
Go ahead,
for what
please,
it's worth.
Billy, let
right?
us all
Alright,
know.
tell us about this.
Chicks like the dad bods because they see stability. Okay, they see.
yeah.
You're so busy, you don't even take care of yourself, fat ass.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
right?
gee.
Like they,
Okay, yeah, you know.
they see that other women
You know why?
probably won't flock to them.
Billy,
Right.
you know why? Because it's like a king back in the day. You know, all the kings were fucking fat. Most of them were fat and obese, right? That's
Yep.
how they got
That's
gout.
fucking crazy,
Exactly.
Because they were so focused on being a king
Yeah.
and saying, well, I'm a king. What the fuck do you need to work out for, right?
But get this right: if we're on the topic of kings,
Sure.
kingdoms fall
All
because
the fucking time.
because of one woman. You
Oh,
look
yeah,
back.
yeah,
and
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You look back and look at Cleopatra.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
I'll
you
say
want,
no
if,
more.
If you want more evidence and more proof that women use their body and their sex appeal to manipulate men, she is the best example you can come up with.
Why do
to-
you think most
to say
culprits
that.
hire
What-
sexy
factual.
Okay,
women?
hold on a second. For the crowd out there that doesn't know who Cleopatra is, tell us about her. Who is this chick? Who is this mysterious
She was the
chick?
queen
And
of
who the
fucking
fuck did
Egypt
she
like
conquer?
a few fucking 100 years ago.
She helped.
El
she, helped
Caesar.
she helped bring down the
The Roman Empire.
no, I believe it was the Greeks with Alexander the
she
Great,
fucked the whole
or it
Roman
could have been
Empire?
I
the
thought
Romans.
she was hooking up with Julius Caesar.
Yes.
That might have been it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might have been
was
it.
it too.
She was gargling his
That's some
shit.
status.
She was garbage.
Everyone said she was very beautiful, as far as everyone could
Yeah,
go back
yeah.
and tell. You know.
Was she really that
Yeah.
beautiful?
Yeah, she was gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn
She was,
thought.
that's why she used her manipulation
So-
and sex
so-
appeal
so-
like women still do till this day.
So Sims was like back in the days then.
I mean, hey, the term succubus was around like 500-600 years ago.
yeah.
Fuck,
Maybe
dude.
even longer than that.
Yeah.
Probably,
It's
yeah.
old, it's an old term.
Who knows? They were just doing it in different noises and shit instead of actually speaking.
Forest reserve, forest, yeah,
Yeah.
all that shit. Whatever, jungle.
Yeah. Jungle talk.
Girls were still
Forest
conquering
talk.
shit. But
Yeah.
now,
The point is, you take care of
Take this
yourself, guys. Take care of yourself. You got to be the best version of yourself so you can be the best version so you can give to other people, whether it's people you're responsible for or people that you care for.
man, because if you don't,
Or both.
she gonna be gone, man.
Yeah, it don't matter. You guys together 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, man. You guys definitely cheated along the way. So,
You gotta be sharper
Hopefully
than
not.
Gillette, bruh.
yeah.
Do you think if a couple cheats on each other, they can survive?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It
can.
happens.
God, it's tough, man.
But
Yes.
it's not real though. It's like make believe.
Well, what do you mean by make believe?
Like it's not a wholesome relationship then, right? Because they're both cheating on each other.
They
So it's
both
like,
cheat each other.
Yeah, it's like bullshit. Like why are you lying? I don't know.
So it's crazy because like
Alright.
that shit happens, right?
Yeah.
But
I know some couples that.
we all know some people, right?
Yeah.
Right?
We all
Like,
know.
but, like,
Of course, I'm
Everybody.
not going to air anybody out.
I don't know. Me,
Um,
as a
I
grown man that still is growing up. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, let's be honest. We all are, right?
Yeah, right.
I can't fathom the idea of sitting around knowing that my girl just went out and sucked and fucked some other dude.
Oh man, that's fucking.
Because that
but what if you don't know?
That's
Right.
the problem.
A lot of these
It's
couples that I
probably-
know,
Wait,
they,
hold
they
on.
probably don't even know.
you'll know eventually. It always comes
Right.
out. It always comes out.
It really always comes out.
See, that's what I always say.
Always.
Ice does melt, like they say.
Should a guy keep the girl if she cheats on him?
Nah. Because let me put it to you this way: she's willing to betray you to the highest degree
Word.
and keep you around for her own personal gain and use. At that point.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
fire right there.
If you want to let a chick,
Damn.
you know, sleep around with other guys, but at the end of the day, it comes back to you. You know, you got the house, you got money, you know, you got.
That's why you shouldn't be dating anyways. Just go fuck around with these girls. They'll fuck with you
But
for
then
your
what?
money and shit. Just fuck with them.
But
for
then what?
They're goodies.
There are good chicks out there, man. I mean,
There are, but it's very fucking rare.
Rare, yeah.
It's
You
like-
actually got to take your time to get to know someone and use your best judgment and
It's a
learn.
needle in a haystack, let me tell you.
People,
Yeah,
a lot of, like I
yeah.
said in our last episode, I think it was our last episode or a couple episodes ago, a lot of people jump into relationships because they want to fill this void. They feel lonely, a bunch of bullshit. They feel, oh, they're old, they're 30, they're 28, they're 29, oh, they're getting old.
Them party
That
years
ain't
are
old.
over.
They gotta rush and have kids. They gotta rush and get married. The women, yes, because they have an internal clock. The men, you could be 50, 60, 70 is still nutting, still busting nuts.
You know
With
what?
fucking chicks, man, that are in their 30s and they're willing to do it.
De Niro just had a kid with,
Yeah.
with somebody, I don't know, around
Yeah.
around our age. Like
I think she's like
28,
30. Yeah. I heard of that.
You know,
it was like
insane.
last week or some
That's
shit.
disgusting.
Who is she? Who is?
Robert De Niro.
Oh, Robert De Niro. Oh.
Hey,
See,
more
here-
power to him, though.
How old is this thing?
I mean, hey, good for you, bro.
Me personally, I
How
wouldn't
old
do
is
that weird, nasty shit, but
He's like 92.
yeah, each their own.
Damn, 92, bro, and you out there just busting
Man,
nuts.
he's slinging good dick.
He's slinging long.
Like I said, when men say they're in a rush in a relationship, I don't know fucking what you're talking about because that's women.
Yo, he's
not
swing-
men.
He's fucking swinging.
Men, you could be 50, you be with a fucking girl who's 28.
Ew.
Nowadays, they
You
be
might
like,
not like it.
I think
I don't
it's
agree with it, to be honest. I think it's fucking weird.
You know what? I
But
want to touch
I know
on
why they
something.
do it.
Exactly. I want to touch on something since we're on that topic. What's the benefit for us men to be in a relationship and to get married? Can you name one?
I know one. I know one.
Legal
Tell
prostitution.
me.
Shut
the fuck up.
And this is a genuine question too. What is it?
Okay, so when you get older, who's gonna take care of you? Nursing homes or your children?
Yeah, because she ain't gonna.
Good point.
You know,
Right.
Is
Unless
that,
you're all
gonna
is
get
that
old
all
one
you're
day.
thinking about?
I mean, that's
What's the other benefits? I'm
That's
talking
literally
benefits.
that's all the reason why we have kids is for them to take care of us when
Yeah,
we
the
get
kids
old
will,
and fucking
right.
wrinkly.
You want to?
I don't know. I think about having kids to pass on my legacy.
Exactly. That's
Not about taking when you're older or some shit. But does that give you the right to force yourself into a relationship with people you don't want to be with?
No, that's
because of one instinctive thought in your head.
Well, forcing anything is bad and a red flag to don't do that. Exactly.
Right, but why do
Yeah.
men feel rushed to get fucking married and
Because
to be in
they've been pressured
relationships
by society.
and to have a bunch of kids and to be foolish?
It's a societal pressure. I mean, I was there. You know,
feel the-
By
don't
who?
feel the pressure.
Okay,
Fuck that.
society, sure, I get it, but by who exactly?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Your family, your friends, everybody.
Not my family.
Everybody's society. We are all
Thank
society.
God, not my family. They ain't trying to
Bro,
pressure
but
me into
people got to remember this. Your family, everybody you know, you as well. You guys are all society. This is all society. We are society. So if we want to fucking change something, we got to do it ourselves first.
exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Fuck. It's just, it pisses me off that like people let other people pressure them to doing things, and then that person is gonna be fucking gone, and you're somewhere dealing with the bullshit. You know?
The aftermath of
Right,
what
and
could've
they're
been.
gonna be fucking somewhere smiling and like, oh, look at him, he listened to my fucking dumbass advice. Fuck them, dude. You know?
You see how passionate that you're getting about that?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that
There's a lot of
A lot of
pathetic
guys-
men out there.
keep held
It's
in.
embarrassing.
Right, exactly.
There's a lot
Right.
of-
Yeah, exactly. They keep it held
It's
in.
cringy and it's embarrassing.
You know what? A lot of those pathetic men just need help and some guidance.
Yeah, but you offer that help and that guidance. Why would you not want to improve upon yourself?
You can't.
I find it gross that a man would not want to become a better man, a better version of himself. For not just yourself, but for everybody else around you, too.
You know what I think that is, man? I think it's
Is it
because
laziness?
It came back from his father. Didn't start doing it when he was young, and he didn't grow up around that environment of self improvement from the time he was 5 years old. So if you don't do it to your kids at a young age, it's so fatal.
But hold on,
No?
does that mean you cannot learn?
No. Here's the thing. It's just yes, you're right. But it's just that much harder now.
Okay, yeah, of course.
know?
As you get all the things that are gonna be,
So guys, please, your daughters, your kids, your
challenging.
sons, whatever, your nephews, help them out. You know,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yes, sir.
with my kids, you know, this is when I feel like I truly became a man. Okay, when I got this mindset going, and it was when my son was born, and eventually my daughter. Right. It's my goal in life now is to be an absolute role model for both of them. I don't care about anybody else.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Absolutely.
It is them. I want them to grow up, and I want my son to look at me and go, that's who I want to be as a man.
Oh, man.
That's the example I want to set for him.
But in order to do that,
Absolutely.
you also have to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
You may not care about anybody else.
You first.
But you have to take care of yourself
Yep.
to reflect that image onto them.
Amen.
Exactly. And that's not taking away anything from devoting time or energy into your kids. If anything,
Yes.
you're investing more into them.
Yes.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And with my daughter, I want her to look up at me and go, hey, this is the type of man I want to be with. This is what a man should be like. Okay? How does he treat, the woman he's with? If I was still with their mother, I would say I would want to treat their mother how I would want my daughter to be treated. Okay? And I got that mindset a few years ago. I mean, it wasn't when my son was born initially. It was more so when my daughter was born. And I just thought to myself, holy shit. I have people that I'm responsible for
Forever.
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 for the rest of my life.
Rest of your life, man.
What do I want to leave as a legacy with them? I got to be the prime example of who they should look up to. And that's not taking credit away from their mother. I'm just speaking first and foremost about myself as a man and as their father, right?
You're a damn good dad, Billy. I'll tell you that much.
I try.
Good luck up to you, bro.
Thanks, man.
Closing thoughts, everybody.
Man, just work on yourself.
Yeah, and if
That's
you
it.
guys have you're going through something, please talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to anybody, and if you need help, get some help.
Hell, you can even
Reach out.
talk to
Don't
us.
be afraid. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
If you want to email us at strikingwithfire@gmail.com, even give us an email.
Yeah, baby, we bring the heat.
We'll read them. We'll
Bring
respond
the
to
heat.
them.
Yep.
I mean,
Email us, yeah.
Gotta stay sharp.
Yeah.
put it to you this way. I've known Ahmad, Isaac, and Justin most of my life. I think it was
we were little kids.
since we were at least in middle school.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm meeting you for the first time today, but you're a solid ass dude, and you could tell when you walk in the room and you look at somebody and go, hey, nice handshake, or hey, you can hold a conversation. It's little key
Yeah.
societal things that you can look at with somebody. Like, with me, I can just tell, hey, I'll fuck with you, or nah.
Right.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
know?
Definitely.
It's social cues is what I meant.
Yeah, use your best judgment. Of course, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, those are first impressions, yeah.
Well, if you guys want him back on the show, let us know. Of course, if you can come
Thanks for
anytime
coming,
you want
Bill.
as well.
If you got more likes than dislikes, then hey, that means Billy's coming back on here.
If you dislike this video, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, Isaac,
you.
there are pieces. There are pieces
I
of
can't
shit.
see how anybody could dislike this fucking
There are
video.
pieces of shit out
Seriously.
there. I know it was a bit. It was a
more serious.
personal
Yeah.
than our usual episodes, but I think
more-
it was a good change of
But
pace.
there's so many people out there that need
And-
to hear everything.
There's a
been
time
said.
for everything, man.
And we got a platform, and
That's
let's use it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you guys let me come out. and
Billy,
be
I
honest.
mean-
No, thank you.
Thank you. You came. We
You know-
appreciate you coming.
Shit like this is what I looked to when I was at my lowest points in my life. Like, hey, can I relate to people that are going through some of the same shit I'm going through?
Yeah.
Or maybe not. I just seeing people talk about things, and it's like, wow, maybe it is that easy to just face the reality of what it is, right? You got to face the reality. If you're feeling something, fully embrace it, okay? Whether it's a positive or a negative thing, right? And shit like this really helped me, be who I am today. And you guys let me come on, and I was able to portray a message, or at least I think I did.
Man, that was really good. Love it.
In hopes that people can relate or
Yeah.
maybe kind of get that,
Because I know a lot of people.
Whoa. I can do something about this now.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
switch, right? It's that
Exactly,
switch.
right.
Since we're hosts, a lot of people think that we just come in here to bash women, and yeah, maybe. So what?
Maybe a little bit.
They bash
but
us,
also,
so why not?
But also having a guest such as one of our good friends, Billy here, to have a voice, to give a platform for his voice, to say that hey, it's not just our personal experiences with women too, and the things that we see, but it's things that he sees also. And it's very important that people that write stupid, dumb shit in the comments actually kind of take a look around and pay attention to others. You'll
Thanks
start
for
to see them
watching.
too.
Pay attention.
Make sure you like, subscribe, dislike the video if you disliked it. If you like it, like it. Hey, it helps the algorithm.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Regular fire.
Thank you guys.